something.
Oh.
Okay. Hey, all right, here we go. Sam.
Hey, man.
Hey. So, anyway, you don't want to move an hour early? What, you don't want to get up an hour earlier to take on the East Coast morning drive? What's your deal?
No, I like waking up at 7. I don't mind starting at 7, but...
So do I, but I'm here for the glory. What about you?
Well, our glory is the guests that we get in here at 10. They all come in to New York after they do the morning talk shows. So, like, 3/4 of the guests that we get are in the 10 o'clock hour.
But nobody's listening.
Well, we re-air. We already on. They air us at 7 now. So
What do you mean they air you at 7?
We run. Huh?
What do you mean they air you at 7? He gets a morning replay before they do their show?
No, they're an hour, just from 7 to 8. They air an hour of our show before we go live at 8.
Okay, so you have the entire East Coast morning taken care of.
Yeah, they started that after, like, the day after they fired Oprah. They put us on from 7 to 8 as a replay. Okay. Not, as a 1 hour replay.
All right. Well, we're moving back to afternoons because this is bullshit. Like, I mean, I moved over here to try to be prime time, and I'm, like, sitting in this pocket of bullshit for no reason now. Like, I thought you guys were going to move an hour earlier because there was, like, an Opie deal that you couldn't move. That's why you couldn't move ahead, but... If you're staying an hour late to get guests and you get a fucking hour of morning replay before you come on, we're fucked. We fucked ourselves.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. All right, well, then I guess I'm out of that one.
Okay.
All right, well, have fun in the mornings.
All right, well, so you're going to move in the afternoons?
Yeah, I mean, you're giving me no choice. I don't get an hour of replay in the morning for the West Coast guys. It's you guys.
We that was what we wanted to do from the beginning. The same way you have a 4-hour shift. So
no, we don't have a 4-hour shift, dude. We don't. We have a 3-hour shift.
You're on from you are. You're on from 11 to 3.
Nah, bro.
East Coast time. Right? You do 3 hours live and an hour of best of.
No, it's a half an hour best of, and it's only on Faction Talk. It's like a weird best of after it, and the only reason it's a best of is because I'm told I have to get off the air because otherwise the replay on Faction Music gets cut off, which no longer exists.
Oh,
so I don't have an afternoon
anymore.
What's that?
Faction Music doesn't exist anymore?
No, they're taking that away.
Oh, so now you're fucked because this thing that's the reason you had 3 hours. I get it. I get why you're pissed. Yeah.
Well, look, and originally, even if the afternoon replay still existed on Faction Music, I only came over to do this time slot because I was told we were waiting for Opie's deal to end, and then we could move to the proper morning time slot. Because the only reason I'm on in the morning is because I figured everybody in their car is listening.
Right. Of course.
And if I can't get the West Coast morning time slot. Well, then the second best time slot is the afternoon East Coast drive. So if you guys have that West Coast morning blocked, then there's no point us getting up in the morning anymore. We're just going to do it in the afternoon.
So you jump on at noon West Coast?
Yeah, I guess so. That or 1.
Yeah, I guess so. 1 is 4 here. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, unless they can for me...
Man, you guys really pulled off some shit right there, man. You got a fucking hour replay of your shit in the morning, and then you come in an hour late for East Coast Drive and go an hour long to get other guests. Like, you run this channel. You got the number one spot.
We run the mornings. East Coast morning.
You have both. You go through both.
You mean because of the 7 to 8 hour?
Yeah, man. Because we're on. Yeah, we shouldn't be on at 8. We should be on at 7. That's people driving, man.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, I'm not arguing your point, but it's the same. Like if we were getting guests in here during our East Coast time,
see, I don't understand. Why wouldn't you get morning guests for morning? How do you not get the guests in the morning? You're a morning show. Like, it's you and Stern and Who the fuck else?
I mean, I agree, but for whatever reason, the Stern guests don't usually come to us until either a day later or, Stern will talk to him for an hour, so he'll do it from like 9 to 10, so we still talk to him from 10 to 11. Or most of the guests do like morning TV in New York, so they do Good Morning America and Today Show and all that stuff. But by the time they're in the Sirius building, most of the guests are in this building from like 10 o'clock in the morning until noon, East Coast time. So that's like the 2-hour block when most of the guests end up coming in here. So at first we were like, yeah, of course we should be on at 7. But then we were like, wait, if we do 7 to 10, it's like we started over the last 9 months thinking about all the guests that we've had and when they've come in. So we were like, whoa, like we can't give up talking to all these people.
Nah. Well, fuck, man. We're talking about years in the planning here, and I should have just called you because that's not what they were telling me. They were telling me you guys were waiting for Opie to move so you could move. And I didn't know you had the other replay too. Like that's what I want to I want to do the afternoon show and then have our hour replay. So we're 4 hours in the. I don't want to. You're going to take this the wrong way, but this is the number one show, and we don't have a good time slot. I didn't have a pick on the time slot. And I'm not pissed at you because I would take whatever they gave me if I was you. But they're not giving me options that make sense for what we're doing.
Are you saying you're the number one show because, like, based on what?
I just think it's the biggest show besides Stern in this kind of demographic of stuff. I mean, I would probably say that based on the audience of the channel, I would consider our show the number one show because all the people on the channel that have been here have been listening to us. I agree. I think you guys are the biggest. I want out.
So.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the argument. That's what we're doing, right? If you think that, then I agree. I don't want to. I don't want to argue.
I don't.
I just. Really you run this channel and you keep it. I want out. Is what I want.
Well, where are you going to go?
I don't know, but I don't. Well, it's not a channel anymore anyway. I mean, you've already got a bunch of dudes that I don't know on the channel without even asking me, so they'll put me wherever they want. I'm under contract. I have no choice, but I'm just being honest. I'm pretty bummed out about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with anything you're saying, but it's not. I mean, look, when we
do have one problem.
What?
That I think that this show is the biggest show on SiriusXM besides Howard Stern. You think you're bigger?
Well, obviously, I think
I think you must be right because you got the number one time slot. So fucking. Well, I mean, why wouldn't they have us on in the morning if we were the number one show? So you're probably right.
Like, I'm not offended that you. I hope that you would think that you're. I think that I like your show. That's why I like you. I think you should think. I think me and you and Jim are like the only people left here that think we have big shows. Like everybody else is just kind of whatever about it. So I don't at all have a problem with you saying that, but I would stand up for what I think of our show. But yeah, I mean, I think that I totally get why you're pissed, especially if you're kind of being roped around, being told one thing and then finding out something completely different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we talked to him and we were just like, hey, we want to. It doesn't make sense for an East Coast listener for there to be any, for a different show to be on from 7 to 8. So we want that, and that's what we were talking about, getting the 7 to 8 hour once Opie left. Just because it made sense. But then we also decided, Jim and me, that like we couldn't give up that 10 o'clock because of the guests, and they were like, yeah, that makes sense, and it wasn't an issue unless it's a issue I don't know about because I didn't know you were fighting on the other end. Like it wasn't.
Yeah, it's a fight. It's a fight I barely want to. It's like move an hour early. I don't want to. I'm trying to be prime time fucking Ellis. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it.
So see ya.
I get it.
I'm gonna go sleep in and work on my podcast because this is a fucking joke. Absolute joke. Anyway, I'll talk to you, dude.
All right, buddy. Let me know if you need to know anything else.
Yeah, no, I got enough info. Thank you. See ya.
All right, dude. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. All right, well, there's that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to. I mean, sleeping in sounds cool, right? Come tired, you got to be pumped. I just wonder if it's like all of a sudden now they're like, no, you're just staying here. I'm like, what? What are you all talking about? What are you doing? All of you. What are you doing? What are we doing? Just jerking off for no reason. Like, I would get up in the morning. Why? Like, when I think about all the people, the channel changes, the fucking the people that just got fucked out of an afternoon show for the longest time, and oh no, now we'll just make it. You have to pay extra. Like, all the bullshit. Opie fucking piss off this guy, piss off that guy. I didn't do nothing to know that there was never any chance that you were moving to mornings